How do you build responsible AI applications? The answer to this question is not always cut and dry. For example, imagine your AI chatbot accidentally leaks sensitive customer information, generates inappropriate content, or gets manipulated by prompt injection attacks. That's not just a bad day for your application, but it's a disaster for your company's brand and your customers' trust. And here's the thing, these aren't hypothetical scenarios. They're real challenges that developers like you are facing right now. So how can we solve this? Well, one powerful solution is by using guardrails. Think of guardrails as your AI application's security system. They help you by filtering harmful content, blocking denied topics, protecting sensitive information, removing specific words and phrases, and checking for hallucinations through contextual grounding, which is just a fancy way of saying make sure the AI sticks to the facts it's given and actually answer the question. This is super helpful when feeding context to the model, whether through prompt engineering or retrieval augmented generation. Now, here's the best part. With Amazon Bedrock, you can configure these guardrails once and apply them across multiple foundation models. Let's take a look at our AI application so you can see guardrails in action. I'll show you exactly how to implement these safety features into your own application. Okay, here we have our AI web app. This will allow us to test our application with and without guardrails. All of the code for this demo will be available in the description of this video. This application comes with everything we need to test guardrails. It comes with the loaded sample prompts. Here you'll notice we have friendly conversation, harmful categories, prompt attacks, denied topics, profanity, word filters, sensitive information, and grounding and relevance. This is for contextual grounding. Now it also comes with system prompts for each one of these prompts. You can think of a system prompt or a system message as the job role and rules of engagement for your AI. This tells the AI who it is, how it should behave, and what actions it can and cannot do. And then we have the reference source to provide the model additional information to test contextual grounding. Let's start out with a friendly conversation. Once we click stream, the response will be streamed to the screen. Notice that these responses in the raw response and the response with guardrails are identical. This is because we have not applied guardrails at this time. This looks good. Let's hop into the console and test this out. Okay, now we're in the AWS console. We're going to open up the Amazon Bedrock console. In the left-hand panel, we have a bunch of different features for Amazon Bedrock. What we're going to focus on here is the safeguards, and specifically guardrails. So we'll click guardrails, and then we'll create a guardrail. Now the guardrail we want to create is going to be focused on preventing fiduciary advice coming from the model. So we'll name this fiduciary-advice. We'll give it a description that kind of tells us what the guardrail is. And then we're going to provide a messaging for block prompts. This means that anytime a prompt is blocked, this is the message or guidance that we want to provide from the model. It lets the customer know that it can't provide fiduciary advice here. Please contact customer service. It also will not share any sensitive information through this channel. So this is something we want to notify our customers anytime they try to use our foundation models outside its particular use case. So now that we've created that, we'll click next. The next thing we want to do is enable our content filters. We're going to enable harmful categories, and we're going to leave all of these filters at high. The higher the threshold, the better the model performs at blocking these categories, as well as enable prompt attacks. Again, the higher the threshold, the better the model performs at blocking these categories. So we'll click enable. Now the next thing we need to do is add our denied topics. So the first thing we'll do, we'll name our denied topic fiduciary advice. Then we'll provide our definition. What this does is it helps the model detect the user inputs and foundation model responses that fall into the denied topics that we're providing. And to help it, additionally, we'll provide some sample phrases. The first sample phrase we'll add is, what stock should I invest in for my retirement? If a customer asks this question, the guardrails will kick in and not answer this question. We'll add some additional sample questions so the model will have an idea of what not to respond to. Great, so we added in all our phrases. We'll click confirm. And then we'll go on to our word filters. We'll enable our profanity filter. This will block against those bad words that we don't want as inputs or outputs from the model. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add bulk words and phrases that we want to also block against. And here's my list. We'll click confirm, and then we'll click next. Now, what we want to focus on is filtering out our sensitive information. We want to ensure that if any PII is passed into the model, that it will be filtered, masked, or blocked. So we'll click add PII. And what we're going to do is we're going to filter or mask the name, phone, and email. And now we want to block any credit card information that's being passed in to the model or responded from the model. The last filter that we want to have is going to be around the account number. We still want to use the account number, but we want to ensure that we mask it using regex. And this will allow us to identify anytime account number is being passed in. We want our behavior as masked. And then here's a description. So anytime account number is being sent to the model, it will mask the account number. And the same, if there's some type of account number being received from the model, it will mask that as well before it even reaches the customer. Then we'll click next. Now, the last thing we want to do is enable our contextual grounding checks. So we'll enable grounding, and we'll enable the relevance check. What this does is anytime we have contextual information being added to our prompt, either through prompt engineering or retrieval augmented generation, the safeguard or the guardrail will check this contextual information to ensure that the model response is in line with the contextual information that's being added to the prompt. This ensures accuracy and helps you with all of that good stuff. So we'll click next. We'll verify the information that we've configured, and then we'll click create guardrail. Okay, now that we've created our guardrail, we actually need to apply it. There's a couple ways to do that. One, via model inference using something like the Converse API. Two, being Amazon Bedrock agents. And three, being Amazon Bedrock knowledge bases. What we're going to do is focus on the Bedrock base inference using the Converse API. So in order to make that happen, we're going to copy the ID of the guardrail. Then from there, we're going to create a new version of our application. And we'll call this first version. Now, after creating our new version, we'll open up Lambda so that way we can apply this version to our application. Inside of Lambda, I have a guardrails backend Lambda function. We'll open that, and then we'll go down to our Lambda function. Now within here, we're using the Converse API. Notice that I have my guardrail ID, and then I have version 1. I just created a new version, so we'll change that to 2. And then we'll click deploy. All of this code will be available for you in the description of this video. But in short, this Lambda function is leveraging the Converse API to send inference to Amazon Bedrock in order to receive a response from the model. And you can look through here to see all of the guardrail configuration information, as well as the Converse API configuration as well. Now let's actually look at our web app. Inside of our web app, we're going to select harmful categories. This updates our system prompt, as well as our prompt from a frustrated customer. Now we'll click streaming, and then we'll click submit. Now, whenever a customer sends a frustrated message to a foundation model, we want it to respond in a certain way. Here, the model responds in a normal way, and this may not be what we want or the way we need it to respond. With guardrails on, notice that the message that we configured within our guardrail is the response that's received from the foundation model. You can also see the actions that are taken by the guardrails. Notice that the type is going to be insults, the confidence is high, and the action is blocked. That means that this prompt never was sent to the foundation model. Let's update our category, this time using our deny inputs. And so we'll click submit, and we're asking the question, how should I invest my retirement? The raw response from the foundation model without guardrails actually provides guidance. This is not what we want. With the guardrails enabled, we get the response from the guardrails that we intend and expect, ensuring that the customer does not receive financial advice from the foundation model. And notice this time that the topic is fiduciary advice, the type is deny, and the action is blocked. And there you have it. You just seen how easy it is to make your AI applications safer and more reliable with Amazon Bedrock Guardrails. Want to try it out for yourself? I'll put everything you need in the description below. The complete code for this demo, a step-by-step guide, and links to the Amazon Bedrock documentation. And hey, if you're building AI applications or you're a developer that wants to stay up to date with the latest in AWS, hit that like button, subscribe and turn on notifications, and drop a comment letting us know what kind of AI applications you're building. And lastly, if you found this helpful, share it with another developer who's also working with AI. They'll thank you for it. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.